Hey, hey, poker spankers. This is the doctor.
And I'm Eric Tal Savage, and we're here with our great poker comedy show, Donkey Talk, from www.poker-bank.com. First thing I just want to say to you guys is thanks for the absolutely terrible response to our competition last week. We got videos that were just so unfunny submitted on the forums. You guys are just nowhere near as funny as the guy we've got on today, because we have got a man who, forget about Wimpy Fish, forget about, the guys on TV. What's that guy's name that does the high stakes poker? Gabe.
Gabe
Uh,
Kaplan.
yeah, that's it. Gabe Capface or whatever. Forget these guys that aren't even funny. We've got the guy who is the funniest man in poker. We have got GDERO1, Waterboat, the YouTube sensation, on today's show.
This show is brought to you by the Great Rake Ripoff. Stand up for yourselves, America, and leave Poker Stars and play on a site that gives you a great deal. You could save up to $2,000 even if you're a microstakes player, and we'll even give you a free roll every 4 hours, no deposit required, so you can try out the site for free. We've got all the explanation and everything you need to know about the deal at www.poker-bank.com. Now back to the show.
I guess he must have had 5 million views on the YouTube. Tell us a little bit about him, Mark.
Well, man, this is it's just, I can't even believe he came on our show because this is a Waterboat, G01, George DeRugan, and we're so happy to have him on here. Hi, George.
How's it going, guys?
All right.
It's good, man. Good.
So, yeah.
Long time no see.
I'm glad you hit the catchphrase. I'll tell you what, my girlfriend loves your catchphrase. She just watches the first 10 seconds of all your videos just to catch you saying it. So if you could just say it again for all the guys at home.
All right. Long time no see, guys.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That's how I usually do it. I have a sigh or something of relief. I don't know what it is, and then I say, long time no see.
It's got to be one of those great catchphrases because you know you're about to laugh your ass off as soon as you hear that, and you just settle down. And I haven't started eating Lunchables yet. I mean, did you eat those bad boys in real life, or is that just for the show?
No, I might have eaten it once or twice, but I think they're disgusting, and I don't eat them at all.
So Mark, I think Mark's got some serious questions. Go on, Mark.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, George, we want you to know that our entire life is devoted to following in your footsteps because the poker spank. We just think that like comedy and poker just goes together so well. But we wanted to know like all of us just want to know, have you ever played like a real game of poker? What stakes do you play at? What games do you play? When you're not doing your hilarious videos, what kind of poker do you like to play?
Yeah, okay. Well, I pretty much only play online poker. I've never played inside a casino or anything like that. Well, I've played some home games with my friends, but that's about as much as it is for live play. And
Yeah.
online, I play mostly. I don't really play tournaments at all. Most people think because of my videos that I'm a tournament player, but I'm strictly cash. And I play mostly NL 100, but I go up as far as NL 400 if I see a soft game. But it's mostly NL 100, NL 200.
Oh, great. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that you're a poker player. Way higher stakes than Tao's and myself. but
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I've just been following his advice to spend 6 hours warming up in the free rolls. But the problem is, I'm usually
that's right.
so exhausted at the end of that, I can't even play anymore. I mean, how do you
I've been
work on your
doing a lot of.
stamina?
I know I've been doing a lot of strategic thinking, but it hasn't really worked out into a lot of bankroll building. So.
Yeah, well, one thing I always tell people is if you do the opposite of what my videos say, you might actually win some money.
Well, I mean, the
uh,
one I was finding the toughest there, George, was the one when you said I wasn't allowed to urinate for the entire day. That caused me all kinds of problems. I don't even want to go into it on the air, but you can imagine.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, so how did you get into doing these videos? Like, did you? I mean, poker players find your videos just hilarious, and I wanted to know like how you got into it, and then also, sort of, are there does everyone else think you're funny in real life too, or is it just poker players that find you? How they?
Yeah, okay. Well, I started out, somebody posted a video on 2+2, the poker forum, of an instructional video where the guy was really serious and he was trying to teach people, but some of his strategy wasn't
He
really
wasn't really
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he wasn't doing it for comedy purposes at all. So I decided to do my own version where I seem very serious, but I just give you the worst possible strategy I can think of, and just somehow people started linking it on their blogs or whatever, and it just caught on, and now people just get really angry if I don't post new videos. So I got to keep on doing it.
Has it become a burden for you? Like you get a lot of grief if you don't do videos?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I guess sometimes just people start sending me messages relentlessly, just like begging for me to make more videos.
Well,
But I enjoy it, so.
I mean, the problem is, I mean, there isn't a lot of competition. I mean, there was some guy a while back, I think his name was Wimpy Fish or something like that, and he just swears at his mic all the time. I mean, the comedy you've been putting out there it's a lot more amusing because it's slightly more, I don't know what the word is, Doc, well thought out, I
Cerebral.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you introduce poker players to it, it's just fantastic because they know exactly. I mean, they just fall off their chair because they know exactly what you're talking about, and it's you've done it just right. It's the exact opposite of whatever you should do. It's perfect.
Except
Oh,
the slow roll one, I was going to say. I mean, that's the only one which you do in real life, right?
no, I don't. I might slow roll just for the video, you know. I actually have another one that I want to release where I play it in slow motion, but really I'm against slow rolling.
Oh man, I mean, I've been doing it almost every hand since I saw the video. I thought that was the key to success. So I've been overdoing it, I think.
I thought online it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, the guy can't punch you, right?
Yeah, that's right. You just leave the table. They don't know who you are.
Yeah, you know, it's becoming more popular, I think, because people are getting fed up with the short stackers or whatever, and I
Yeah.
feel like good players slow roll on them. So, I mean, maybe soon it'll just become a standard play.
Hey, we also wanted to know, like, have you translated this comedy success into any cash? Like, have you been able to get some deals with some poker sites or anything like that for all your hard work to make some money out of it?
Well, I've gotten like a few requests from people who seem shady, and I've turned all those down.
For training, for
But
real poker training,
I don't know. They just like say they like tell me, hey, I'm starting a website or something. I'll pay you all this money, and I just think it's too good to be true. But I have done a video, or I think maybe even two videos for card runners. They featured me on like a April Fool's joke day, whatever.
Yep, perfect.
And well, right now I'm focusing. I'm trying to make a website just dedicated mostly to real strategy as well as some like Waterboat type of stuff. But that's a little farther down the line. But so far it's been minimal, but I definitely plan on making some money off this.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got to turn that. I mean, it must be 5 million hits you've had on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I've had like I think maybe around 3 million on YouTube, and then my videos there's some on people like load them onto other sites and they get plenty of views. So it's probably over 5 million total for views that my videos have seen.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's got to be some money in that fame. I mean,
yeah, I have a decent fan base, you could say.
yeah. I mean, I
I
know a lot of
mean,
people, like you were saying, I
Yes.
know a lot of people look forward to your next videos and keep checking your channel. And I mean, some of them, I mean, the doc has been known to get angry when one of your videos isn't up for a little while.
Well, I think you should do a video of like, just like going Busto, please send, 5 cents to, and give your poker star's name or something. You make $1 million.
Yeah, I might do that actually. That's a good idea. I never thought of that.
I'm the kind of stupid person that sends you 5 cents as well. So I mean, there's got to be a lot of us out there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we also
Uh,
want to know, Towels has asked me, do you really live with your mother?
yes, I
Because it,
do.
because it's so real. It's just like she's coming in the room. You're like, get out of my room.
Well, yeah, I'm still going to college, and I commute from home to my school. Um, but she's actually never been in any of my videos. Whenever I tell her to get out of my room, I'm just making that up.
Wait a minute. So
I'll,
you didn't throw a banana at your grandma? I mean, that's my
That's
all-time
right.
favorite moment. I mean, and that was a fake.
yeah, I'm afraid. I'm
Oh
afraid to
man.
say so.
Oh man, you broke my
You
heart.
didn't bluff your mom naked on the bed with a condom. I mean that's gold.
If that happened, I'm not even sure. I'd probably have to kill myself
You'd
after
probably be
that.
living at college right now rather than commuting from
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, man. That's
Uh,
I mean, there's some great moments in your videos. I mean, I mean, it's as good as, you know, a lot of comedy shows that are on the TV and stuff. I mean, you know, you laugh easily as often. I mean, there's some really, really good videos. So, I mean, I just wanted to, you know, congratulate you on some really good work, and I hope your website works out because you deserve to make some money out of it. You've been a phenomenal success.
yeah, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and here at here at Donkey Talk, we're all about product placement. So if you want to pitch any website or product or hair cream or anything you want, you go right ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm just getting started, so I mean, there really isn't much to pitch right now. But you know, maybe down the line, I could come on you guys' show again, and we can,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Well, what we'll try and do is, you know, if we've got someone, you know, someone famous on or something that might be interesting for you to chat to, then, you know, we can invite you on and you can maybe ask some of the questions and bring a bit of Waterboat to the Donkey Talk interview team one time.
yeah, that'd be very fun.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
could have you critique somebody's videos. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I could definitely show them some new tips that they've probably never thought of,
Yeah,
yeah.
or that anybody else in the world has ever thought of.
that's right. Where backs went wrong. We could have a whole video series on that.
Yeah, I think that guy's got a sense of humor, actually, Johnny Bax. So if you're listening, Bax, we'd love to have you on the show, so that Waterboat here can tell you how you're playing wrong. I mean, he only made 500,000 or so last year in PokerStars, so he could probably pick up some tips from George here for sure.
Yeah, yeah, 500,000 really isn't much for Waterboat. That's usually a few hours work.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just from the free roll before you even hit the high stakes, right?
You're
Yeah,
living a life.
exactly.
I was just going to say, tell us a bit more about living the dream and living the life. And, you know, you talk about the amazing lifestyle of a ball-in poker professional. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, living the dream is kind of based on just my view of poker players being really lazy and in general they don't do much. They kind of just hang out and like to party. I mean, I read all these stories about these guys balling and just spending insane amounts of money. So I kind of spin that. I don't really go into much detail about living the dream, but you know, I guess it kind of consists of living with my mother, not having to work, and having tons of tons of money and tons of girls. Which, if you listen to my video, you're probably thinking she's making it all up, which is exactly the point.
Well, I mean, you had me fooled. I mean, I've been trying to live the dream, and so far it's not working out too well for me. So it's good to hear that. Good to hear I'm not the
I'm
only one.
living the nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the doc there got married and everything. I mean, he's not living the ball in poker dream at all.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly the opposite.
I mean, what would you do in that situation if you accidentally got married in Vegas or something? I mean, what would Waterboat do to get out of that spot?
Waterboat would probably try to either train his wife into a very successful grinder so that he would get a percentage of her profits, or he would, if she was wealthy, he would probably try to divorce her and keep some of her wealth.
Get alimony.
Yeah.
Well, he'd deserve it. I mean, he'd deserve it, though. I mean, if you're going to try and survive on Lunchables, you probably have to eat quite a lot of them. I mean, I don't
You
know
gotta have someone to make you sandwiches.
Oh, that's true. I mean, she could be like my, somewhat slave who tends to me as I grind. I mean,
That's right.
I mean, I remember you did stress that in one of the videos. I mean, I should say Waterboat stressed that in one of the videos. You're saying, it's important to have a family member around to grind for you, and you were sort of discussing when you start a family, it's important to get the children grinding underage. Now, which sites do you recommend to do that on to avoid any checks or whatever on cash outs? I mean, are there any sites that are softer for underage poker? Or?
oh, underage poker. I mean, you preferably would probably want to be playing on sites working out of Nigeria for that.
So you'd relocate the whole family to Nigeria?
I mean, you don't want to be playing on Poker Stars or Full Tilt because they have their, they'll probably catch you. But, I mean, if you go to any Asian country or African country, I mean, you should be good there. Your children should be able to grind perfectly fine there.
That's right. So now, is your dream, like in real life, is your dream to live the lifestyle, or you just use it as a hobby? I mean, do you want to move up in poker? Sounds like you're doing pretty well.
I feel the games just keep on getting tougher and tougher, and that it's pretty rough, especially if you're not excellent. I mean, I don't feel I'm a great player, but I think it's a good source of alternate income, definitely. But I really don't. I wouldn't really want to play for a living.
Yeah.
When I was
hence the college education.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think a lot of people are finding the games a lot tougher these days, and that's why they're turning to Waterboat for some advice. And I was hoping he'd make the game softer, but all it seems to do is people are just slow rolling me for longer before they show me the nuts, and I ship them my money. So it's not working out the way I hoped.
Yeah, there's guys who they actually think my videos are 100% serious, and they tell me I can spot it when somebody's being sarcastic and saying, "Oh, these strategies work so well." But there's actually guys who are telling me it's their first time playing and they've been trying out my strategies. And
well, I mean,
there's actually.
You should ask them their name on PokerStars so you can go sit down.
Yeah, I could do some one-on-one training with them.
Well, I mean, I imagine it took me a while to master 4 betting light. I mean, I imagine 9 betting with 6 high or whatever it was. I imagine that takes
14,
a lot more practice.
Yeah, 14 betting. That's right.
I mean, how many times did you have to try that video out before you found someone who'd put in some of those 8th and 9th bets so you could get to the 14th bet with 9 high?
That was the first guy, man. I mean, they just min raise you. I don't even know what's going through their brain. I mean, I'm making the video. I'm trying to play as poorly as I can on purpose, and that's how they play regularly. It's really awesome when somebody does that. I was hoping we'd do that for our entire stack. It'd be like a 46 bet.
You only get it up to 14.
Yeah, I mean, I was amazed when he shoved.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to do something really, really bad and just fold for 20 more chips at the end or something.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Whenever I watch your videos, we always try to guess what you're gonna do. So we're like, he's gonna fold here with Ace King, or he's gonna raise here with the 7 deuce. I mean, it's just it's great to watch him and try to guess what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I already promised myself next time I get aces or kings, I'm going to fold them without even discussing why I folded them. I'm just going to be talking about whatever I'm doing. I'm just going to fold them.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, I think I think the best features of the videos are just the sort of, not just the unpredictability, but it's the way, it's almost as if the rest of the table's playing along. I mean, and you just wonder what, like you said, you just wonder what they're thinking because it's like they're part of the. It's like you gave them a script.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I always wonder, like, why poker isn't a lot easier to make loads of money after watching some of your videos. And it's like, why is my bankroll going down? I don't understand. When people play so bad.
It's because of that. It's that Omaha you play. I mean, you've posted that video of all your beats on PokerTube. I think that tells you what's going wrong.
Yeah.
Have you played any Omaha at all, George? Or
I play a little bit, but it's a bit wild.
so there's not going to be a Waterboat Omaha special anytime soon, or
Probably not. I mean, a lot of people, they just prefer no limit hold'em. I mean, I might make a video or two, but
I'll make a
I
heads
think,
up video with you.
yeah, sure.
We could do PLO heads up, for $5 or something. I think that'd be fun.
there we go. Well, there we go. We've got a poker-bank.com exclusive. Waterboat will take on the dock. Heads up, PLO. I take it you guys are going to play the high stakes, right? Though.
That's right.
Yeah,
Play for rolls, $5.
Yeah, all right. If that's your role, I guess.
It is after last week. If you check out on PokerTube, Mark's got a video up there called Benny Hill PLO, and we've got it on our site as well. And you see the money he lost in about 3 days worth of Omaha. You'll understand why he's only challenging you for $5, George.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. If there's anything you want to say before we wrap up, George, it's been great having you on the show.
I just want to thank you guys, and I think it's good that you guys are doing a comedy type of thing. I think anything that makes poker more popular or encourages people to play poker is definitely good. So, yeah, thanks for doing the show.
Hey, no problem. We trying to be just kind of humorous. We haven't really hit the funny bone yet, but we're working on it. So.
We just hope our guests are kind of cool, and we're just here to keep the conversation going and hope the guests are kind of interesting. So.
Yeah, I was telling Tal that my idol is Vince Van Patten because that guy is living the life without playing poker. I mean, he goes around and gets paid to shoot silly string out of his nose and comment on poker, and I think that's just a brilliant way to go. So I think we should all try to become poker celebrities, but not necessarily, not necessarily go through the grind of actually playing poker. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a grind at the high stakes where Waterboat plays, and when we get up there too, I'd imagine we'll start to hate poker as much as he does.
Yeah, I look forward to
it. Cool. Well, it's been great having you on the show, George.
Hey, thanks a lot. It was really great. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Thanks, guys.
This has been Donkey Talk. I am Eric Towel Savage.
And I am Dr. P. Oh My God Aiken.
And thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again next week.